Samsung Galaxy 20 Ultra.
Okay. You can call me.
Not cheap,
Okay.
but it was worth it. My iPhone was starting to overheat a lot.
Oh, that's not good.
Like from me, I actually have a YouTube channel. It's a lot of work.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
But sometimes I put in 13, 14-hour days. I was up for almost 20 hours once. What school did you graduate from, you guys?
We graduated from Western High School.
I've heard of Western. Where is that at?
Downtown.
Only thing I don't like about downtown, you run into some weird people down there.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I graduated from Chestermere High, so I got a standing ovation at my grad ceremony last.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I'm not in my wheelchair all the time. I actually use walking canes.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, so I just continue to enjoy my life. Like this year's been hard on all of us
Yeah, that's for sure.
with the COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I have really bad side effects from vaccines. Do you ever get that when you were vaccinated when you were a kid?
Not really. I have a pretty good immune system, so I don't get very sick.
Yeah. I only get sick maybe once, twice a year. But the vaccines don't agree with me. Like they make me feel not very good. But you know, your body reacts to chemicals, right? It's chemicals they have in there. Have you guys ever been on the really old sea trains before? I had one start smoking on me last year. It quit. Yeah.
That's not good for the sea train's health. You probably shouldn't smoke.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Those are a couple of the refurbished cars that pass by. But I mean, I guess the brakes were overheated. But the train jerks a lot, so you're putting pressure on it when you're jerking to a stop. Actually, a week ago, I got on an old sea train for the first time in 8 months.
Really?
It was fun.
That's like,
Oh,
that's a top. Something that's right. I don't shoot fast.
and yeah, we saw one of these buses the other day getting towed, It quit. But I mean, I heard some of these buses drop for 21 hours a day, so. What Jugo Juice did you guys go to? Okay. How is the mall down there? Quiet?
Yeah, quiet.
Some more mall stores are closing. because of the, you know, the impact that this has had on everything. Like Chinook's Steakhouse Bar and Grill is closed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got like 60 of Calgary Transit's buses on my YouTube channel. No breakdowns yet, so that's good.
Yeah.
But once it almost did, the engine light came on. It was a 30-degree day though, so the engine was hot. I say we've had a pretty nice fall. No crappy S word yet.
No, not yet.
I like that S word.
I don't know what. Sorry, I have no comment. Hey, I like it around Christmas time though. That's good.
It's too hot. I don't like the heat. I like
What?
it cold.
Well, you're a typical Albertan then, because we always complain that it's too cold or too hot.
Oh, I love it when it's cold.
I find it's hard to get up in the morning for school when it's storming outside.
Yeah.
The smoke in Vancouver right now is really bad.
Yeah.
They're right by Washington State though. I want your guys' opinions. Do you think this will be done eventually? Like this, you know, everyone's getting fed up and everyone's really tired.
Yeah.
You know, eventually I guess it's the waiting game. You know what this is all based on? Politics, eh? There's way too much politics. That's why when I was in school, I hated social studies.
Yeah.
Because that's all it was. Like, you guys probably remember when you were in high school, they would teach you about Hitler and stuff and about the war.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you want to keep the class interesting, but that stuff happened way before our lifetime. You, me, or her weren't even born at that time.
Yeah.
And all that crazy stuff they misreported on China when this first came out. They say thousands and thousands of people were dying from COVID there, and it's just crazy. And then now you don't hear anything about COVID in China, so what does that tell you?
They took the proper precautions.
But I mean, the challenge is here, you can't close everything down again, you know, our economy is in the hole right now, so. We were on this bus the other day, I think it was Route 10 also. what are your guys' plans for the rest of the night? Oh, you've been up early? I don't get up and start my day until like 12, but I'm up until like 3 in the morning, so. The latest I've stayed up is maybe 5:30 in the morning. But I don't do that much anymore, then you're so tired the next day. Supper, sleep, and maybe a shower. Do you know what really irritates me sometimes? Sometimes when you're on the train, people take up the wheelchair area.
Yeah.
During rush hour, I would just take any spot I could get though. Like, do you remember how busy the trains were when they're before this hit? I had to wait like 2 or 3, 4 trains sometimes.
People are very inconsiderate sometimes.
You know, I got 59 old trains on my channel, and there's a total of 92. But you can see they're starting to retire the rest of them. The new trains can be very buggy sometimes, though.
Approaching.
Are you guys in university at all or no?
Cranston Boulevard.
Did you do your university or not?
She did an online course, and I chose not to go.
That's like me, right? I actually started school when I was 3 years old. Yeah, and then went all the way from 2004 up to 2019.
Wow.
In the end, by the time I was done grade 12, I felt like an old sea train. The longest day of high school I had is 10 hours long.
Yeah.
I arrived at 8:45 in the morning and stayed until 6:45 at night.
Wow.
But I mean, I had to do a final dinner and foods class, so I had to stay after school hours. By the time I got home, I just pretty much laid in bed the whole night, day. I would study on a Saturday night, get some of my work done, so I didn't have so much to do on Monday. I could like have I would get a free class out of it sometimes, And social, I would have 3 classes off because we weren't at the next thing yet. So it was like a spare for me in grade 11. Social was only for a few days.
Cranston Drive. Cranston. West.
Have you ever been on the long accordion buses before?
Yeah, the airport shuttles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool if Calgary Transit had a mobile video game? I could run my own transit system. But it would be a lot better. First C train line I would focus on is a train line to the airport, East Hills to the airport. I wouldn't go downtown because if you had the green, red line and blue line, that's 3 lines going downtown.
Yeah, that's
And then I would order 540 LRT cars, so during rush hour, every 2 to 3 minutes a train arrived. But what I would do with my old trains, I wouldn't put them on until the second half of rush hour.
Yeah.
And then after rush hour's done, take most of the old ones out of service. Have you ever had the C train quit on you guys a few times?
Yeah, we had one turned off.
Approaching.
I had the new 2016 trains break down on me twice in one day.
Wow.
The door wouldn't close, and then we had to turn off the train completely and power it back up because it was malfunctioning. And I swore at them a little bit that day. What if you really want to get somewhere and the train just quits and it's, oh, I'm on a new train, everything's gonna be fine. It's not an old one. No, I just quit. That's what the train says. What stop are you guys getting at?
We're still on for a little bit longer.
Approaching.
It must be 4 something already.
Clean up.
Yeah, it's close to 4 o'clock.
I think it would be easier if we transferred buses because 14 also stops there at the South Campus. Yeah. Yeah, this phone I went 10.5 hours without charging it once. But I mean, the battery's real good on it, eh? It's been a workhorse for me.
Yeah.
That old iPhone I have is an iPhone 6, so this is a 6-year upgrade.
Yeah.
Little bit of buggy at first because like I had to get some stuff set up, you know, and do some testing on it before I put it into service. But now I do longer videos and stuff because it's kind of broken in. And you know my phone has a liquid cooling system in it. So,
That's good.
yeah. A lot of these older buses ride quite smooth for their age, right?
Approaching. Meter. Wide. Front. Straight.
Have you ever had an old train really break down on you too?
Yeah.
Where it started smoking and everything, or just
Not
what?
that bad.
Oh, and my clothes smelled like carbon dioxide the whole
yeah.
night. I knew something was wrong when we started moving from 69. I started noticing an odd smell. And like, you know, I never had an old train break down on me before. That was the first time, so I was kind of panicked.
Yeah.
But you know what? I just got off of it right away, and everyone stayed on the train before they made an announcement. We were one of the first ones to get on.
Market. Straight.
We're actually getting South Camp getting off at South Campus because a 14 comes and will take us back to Bridlewood.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing more buses more often now. It gives me a break from the LRT. You run into people on the LRT, you don't know what they're like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on my channel alone, I got almost 200 C-Train cars.
That's awesome.
From old to new. And what I'm doing, I would, like say for example, I got 2014, the oldest one and the newest one is 2414. So I put them in order.
Nice.
You know where to get off, right? Oh, is it? Or did we pass it? We passed it, didn't we? Oh shit, that's fine. Oh,
Approaching. Meter. Straight. Meter. Where?
oh. Should we walk to it or no? Does this bus do a roundabout to the whole hospital, right? I guess.
It does.
See, the 14 just turns in and goes there. It doesn't go this way.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on the new natural gas buses they have out?
Which kind of bus?
The natural gas, you see them, they run on natural gas.
I think so.
I think they're the 83 and 8400s. So do you guys live near Auburn Bay, right?
Straight.
We're trying to sell our house right now in Chestermere. It's been up since July 31st, 2019.
Wow.
But we took it off for a bit so we can redo it, you know. The showings are wearing my dad out. He's starting to really wear.
Yeah. Very cognitive and very.
What is this you said?
What?
Oh yeah, that must be a new one. I don't.
45. Straight.
The speakers are very raspy in here. Yeah.
Approaching. 45. Straight. Front. Straight.
I don't think it does.
No bus portion is not there. That's 402 or 60.
What time do you guys normally get up in the morning? So,
It all depends on what we have to do throughout the day.
Approaching.
yeah.
Auburn. Straight. Clayton Boulevard.
clean the house or whatever, stuff like that. Keep the house good.
Attention. Avenue Boulevard. Avenue. Street.
Go eat.
My mom's getting lots of work days. She's working 6 days a week again now.
Wow.
Good.
Sometimes she has to work for 12 hours till 1 or 2 in the morning sometimes.
That's a long time.
Yeah. And then she has my brother, right? Gotta get up in the morning and get him ready for school. I'll live with my dad though. I don't live with my mom. This is a nice area. I got lots to do tonight. I was out from 1 o'clock yesterday and I didn't get home till 8:05.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Avenue Boulevard. Avenue. West. Approaching Avenue Boulevard. Avenue Sound. View.
Yeah, they canceled summer camp and everything, so that was tough on you, right?
Approaching Avenue Boulevard.
And this camp I go to, this would have been year number 12 for me. So,
Wow.
started in 2008, so. It's really hard because you look forward to see your friends all year long, right? Your camp friends.
West.
Thank you.
Hopefully in 2021 it's a fresher start. Any New Year's resolutions for the next year, or do you do that kind of stuff?
Not really. I haven't thought about it that much yet. And it's still early.
Yeah.
Approaching Avenue
We only have a
Boulevard.
few months left though.
Avenue Common.
It's still early to think about it.
Yeah.
Welcome. You have one already?
No, not really. My 2020 New Year's resolution was kind of cut back on sugar, but when this all hit, that went out the window. I can't cut off everything. When you're quarantined in the house, what are you gonna, you know?
Approaching Avenue Boulevard. Adam.
Let's just say I had a few brewskis during that time.
Oh, yeah?
Do you like beer or anything?
She likes beer. I don't really drink beer.
I like Corona.
That's
Yeah,
her.
me too.
I put lime in mine though, eh? Fresh
So do
one.
I.
Oh, but that can get you in trouble if they're going down in circles. You keep pumping it into you, next thing you know, you're...
and in favor of ours.
That happened to me one night. I threw up off of drinking too much. But they were tasting too good, I couldn't stop. You know how you get that? Some nights you're like, oh man, can I just keep going?
Yeah.
But then I had that hangover next day. I learned my lesson. Ever since that, I didn't want to do it again. When you wake up at 5 in the morning all hot and bothered with a fever, you know. And a hangover fever just hits, right?
Approaching Avenue Avenue.
But I like to do it now where I enjoy them, right?
Approaching Avenue Avenue and Avenue South Manor. Approaching Avenue Drive and Southway off Evergreen Hot.
Do you ever find you guys sweat a little bit with the mask is on? You sweat, right?
It gets caught in my beard a lot and it's pulled off my nose.
Yeah. Oh, your ear, yeah. See, I have a beard, so you know. Time to shave her off pretty soon, I think. I